Welcome to my dad's friends. My name is Shade Millway, and I'm with Mark Major.
Ahoy! And also, welcome.
How did you meet my dad?
That is one of my all-time favorite questions to be asked, Shade. I don't know how you know what my all-time favorite questions are, but here's the answer. I met your father when we were both training to become I don't want to say surgeons because that would be misleading. It more like a horse doctor, okay? But we were in training for this program, and it was a 3-week program. It was just kind of got you through, got you certified. And needless to say, neither one of us passed that class. But, it's okay because neither one of us had actually also paid the tuition either. So that's how I met him. I met him in training to be a horse doctor.
I remember Marco. He played guitar and had red stripes in his beard and hair. Cool guy.
Definitely a cool guy. We loved Marco, and we wish he was with us here every day. Thanks for bringing him up, Shade. It's good to keep his memory going, keep it alive.
You have a show called Action Figuratorium.
Correct.
How did you get interested in action figures?
Well, I got interested in action figures the way a lot of people get interested in them is you're gifted them as a child, and then you never want to grow out of that space. And so as you get older, you keep collecting more action figures in an attempt to get back to the child. So that is now my mission in life, to hoard as many action figures as possible.
Got any stories about my dad?
Well, there's a few stories that we know quite well. There's the story about the time when me and your dad were camping and a bear came into camp and, your dad was going to fight the bear with a pocket knife, and we were all like, nah, don't do that. But what happened was the bear just wanted hot dogs, and it took the hot dogs off the picnic table, and so, that's how we got around that. But the other story I like to tell is the time that me and your dad were hiking, similar camping trip. We were hiking, and we saw this beehive with all this honey up in a tree. And, of course, your dad said, I'd like to get some honey right now. And I said, well, how's that going to happen? And he's like, well, I'm just going to climb up there. So as he's starting to climb up this tree, he notices that there is a bear already up at the top of the tree going for the honey, and it turns out it was the exact same bear that had come into camp and taken the hot dogs. That's right. It was the exact same bear. So we didn't get any honey, but we did get our hot dogs back, and I think really that's the main thrust of this story. Thanks for asking, though, Shade.
You, my dad, and Dan keep this studio going. Thanks for that.
Well, you're very welcome, and we're here every day trying to make a difference in the world of film and video.
What's your favorite thing that was made here?
Well, I wanted to say it was the last episode of the show that me and you taped, but, and I'm talking about the one a few weeks ago, but I think it was the one that we just taped earlier today is my favorite thing we've ever made here. So, a lot of fun making that episode. Almost as much fun as making this episode.
You play guitar and other instruments. Are you currently in a band?
Well, I'm not currently in a band, Shade. I'm glad you asked that, though, because I have a solo routine that I do. As you know, I travel from tavern to tavern with my lute. I am a professional bard, and I go and I sing stories to people. I just go right into the taverns, and, I sing to the people. I sing stories about your dad and the time he fought off the bear at the camp, and the time he fought off the bear in the tree, and all the other times we fought off the bear with either hot dogs or pocket knives. And a lot of people love these stories, and they love to hear me sing them. So, solo one-man bard.
Yep. If you were a furry, what kind of furry would you be?
Well, I would probably be, first of all, a cat, right? Because you would be the cleanest furry out there. But if you had to have a backup furry, you'd probably want to be something like a kangaroo, I'm guessing. But what would you want to be, Shade? What's your furry of choice?
Cat wolf hybrid.
Cat wolf hybrid. There, you heard it here first, folks.
Where can people follow you? Social media? Twitch?
If you're looking for more of the Mark Major in your life, you can go to YouTube. You can search for Action Figuratorium, find that channel. I have over 400 videos up. You can also go to Instagram and look for Action Figuratorium. I put my photography up there. You can also find me on the Twitter under Act Figatorium. I post a lot of the same links and photos there. So if you want to find everything, you can just go to Twitter and look for the Action Figuratorium. And I'd be happy to follow you back if you follow me.
Thanks for that. And also, the Catwoman action figure.
It is a good one, isn't it?
Yep. Thanks, Mark Major.
You're very welcome, Shade.
Thanks to Island Station Media Lab for this.